We're booking all kinds of speakers and entertainers for gigs, corporate gigs, high-paying gigs, and I'm going to show you how we're booking this one speaker for 50 gigs a year, basically setting up a cold email campaign. So what you're really doing is you want to get straight to the money. Just go straight to the money. A lot of speakers are just doing this wrong, and this is why cold emails are the best for speaking, entertainment, and all that. So what we do is we set up a cold email campaign, and the reason you want to set this up is because first off, nobody knows you. You're not Tony Robbins. You're not Les Brown. You're not a big time guy. So nobody knows you. So you got to set up a cold email campaign where you're reaching out to them and nobody's coming to you. It doesn't matter if you write a book. Go ahead, spend all your time writing a book. You're going to waste your time. I can't stress this enough. You are literally going to waste your time writing a book. So the outreach is the fastest path to the gig. You're just going straight to the money. So what you do is you get the right tools first. You get a CRM. The CRM organizes your sales process from A to Z. It says, here's step 1, step 2, step 3. I mean, you have to do this, but the CRM, it helps you organize everything as long as you know the process. And then you get email tracking software. Now, a lot of CRMs, they do have the email tracking software built in already. So you can use that if it has like good analytics and things like that. If not, then you can use something like Mailshake, Yesware. There's all kinds of different ones out there, but you need a good email tracking software. That way you can see if your emails are being opened and you can see which emails are the best, because what it's doing is it's taking your cold emailing campaign and is basically putting it on steroids. So sure, you can sit down and send emails one by one, or you use a software where it just mass emails everybody, but you have to do it the right way. And a lot of people do it the wrong way when they send out mass emails. So what we're doing is we're doing that. And then you want to set up a sales cadence. So when a speaker comes into our process and we want to book them, speaker or entertainer, we always set up a sales cadence. And the sales cadence is basically a sequence of touch points. This is just the touch points that you go through to make a sale. So for example, like you send out an email on day 1, and then on day 7, you follow up with an email. Day 14, you follow up with a phone call, etc. So you do this process every single time, and you can technically set this up in like your email software where you say, okay, day 1, send out this email, then wait 2-3 days, send out this email, then wait 4 days, send out this email. And you can do that with phone calls and emails where it maybe reminds you of, oh, on day 10, you do a phone call. So you set up a sales cadence with each and every lead, every event that you find. And then what you're going to do is you're obviously going to write your email templates. So the email templates, this is the ones where you say like, hey, I was wondering who hires the speakers for your events. Hey, I'm the most amazing speaker in the world. You got to hire me or else. Like whatever it is you're trying to do in your email template, you create these email templates and create multiple different ones. But understand that whatever you create now, it's probably not going to last, because you want to beat out all your email templates. So no matter what you send out today or tomorrow or whatever, you want to do better on that one. So you send out an email today and then you send out another version of it and you say, okay, which one did better? Okay, version 2 did better. Let's just use version 2. Now let's test version 2 against version 3. Okay, version 2 still did better. Okay, what about version 4? Oh, version 4 worked out better. So that's kind of what you're doing with these email templates. You create these email templates, you put it into the CRM or into your email software like Mailshake or whatever. And as you're actually starting out, you almost do want to, well, you definitely want to write them out. Like you're kind of writing one by one at first, because like I said, the first emails that you send out, it's not going to be good because you're not used to cold emailing. You don't know how to sound in demand when you're sending out emails. So when we send out the emails, well, now we work with like speakers who are like really in demand and everything. But even when we don't, what we do is we try to make them sound in demand regardless. And this is just like a knack that you have to kind of get as you're sending out emails. Now, once you have the email templates and you have the CRM, you set up your sales cadence, now you're going to start reaching out to the events. So this is where you're going to do like an email warm up, and you're going to just kind of send an email out, a few emails today, a few emails tomorrow, but you have to start reaching out to events. And this is your 1,000 reps. This is where you want to put in the work, where you're reaching out to events just nonstop. And sure, you can do the email templates in the CRM and everything, but you also want to send out emails one by one. And what you're ultimately doing, you're testing. So just like how I said with the emails, where you test out version 1 versus version 2 versus version 3, you're testing out the emails in the software. What you're also doing is you're testing out, well, am I getting a better response when I send out the emails individually versus when I use the software to send it out? Which one's getting a better response? And that's kind of what you're testing out. And you're also getting in your reps to where it's like you need to know how to have regular conversations. You're just having a regular conversation with someone in an email the same way you would on a phone. And that's really hard to just create a template around. So you have to start reaching out to events. Once you start reaching out to events, then you look at the analytics. So once we reach out to the events for the speakers and entertainers, we look at the analytics to improve. So we look to see who opened it. Did someone open, but maybe they didn't click, and maybe they clicked, but there's no response. So things like that. If they opened it, or let's say they didn't open the email, then we know, okay, we need to improve the subject line. Or let's say they opened the email, but they didn't click on the website, then we know that we need to improve the pitch. Whatever we said in the email isn't really working that well. So it didn't create enough curiosity for them to go pitch. Or let's say they clicked, but there was no response. So they clicked on the link, they looked at the website, but they didn't reply back. So this kind of lets us know, well, maybe we got to improve the website and then we got to follow up. I mean, it could also mean that maybe they're just not ready, which is why you follow up and then they'll tell you, hey man, we're just not ready. We like the website, but we're just not ready. So that's kind of what you're doing. And the feedback is feedback is the key to improvement. So to get booked, you just want to go over that. And that's basically the entire process that you're doing. Is you have to like really, really get used to sending out these emails and just kind of doing it nonstop, just over and over and over again. But that's literally how we book speakers for 50 gigs per year. We just set up cold email campaigns. You get the right tools, a CRM, email tracking, set up a sales cadence, write email templates, reach out to events, look at the analytics, and just keep getting feedback. And that's it.